I almost died because of a birth defect, and they should have done it. Yeah. Is that too dark? Welcome to fucking Hair of the Dog, Kelsey. I'm a moron.
Hi.
So now we're going to hang out. This is Kelsey. Kelsey, you are a human being, yes?
Yep.
So she is a painter. How long have you been a painter?
My whole life.
So there's many different painting products. What kind of painting product do you prefer?
I've been teaching myself oils, but originally I used to do a lot of acrylics, but I've been doing oils, acrylic, getting back to digital and everything like that. So I just do all forms of painting.
So you use a lot of methods, but what is kind of for the layman? What's your genre?
So I deal with escapism, but typically I love surrealism and dark surrealism. But I also go for a lot of like weird pop art, mid-century modern, fun, bright colors, stuff like that. Thank you. I've been waiting in the dark.
God damn, my entire life. This is an art piece that you made, correct?
Yes.
Tell me more about it.
This was a show I was a part of. They wanted to do something horror-based. It was for Halloween.
The first thing that I notice is Anya Taylor-Joy, who is in The Witch. So you have blended the goat, Anya Taylor-Joy, and you've also added Sabrina. Can you explain that to me?
The Witch, where it's a person who is becoming a witch, surrenders themselves to the goat, Satan. But so is the same thing as Sabrina, at least in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. And so they're both girls deciding, do they want to be a part of this thing? Yet Satan or Lucifer they're both depicted as a goat. Okay, close.
Oh, God.
Just bite down.
Oh, God.
You did.
Oh, God.
What is it? What does it taste like?
Savory. Sadness. Oh, man, I'm so mad I took a big bite.
Bigger.
Why? Oh, God. Oh, God. How do you taste things with gelatin? This is an assault to the senses. I want to cut my tongue out. Oh, God. Oh, no. That's peas. That's peas. I got peas on this one.
Okay. You got it.
Oh, no. No. There's a meaty quality to it.
So, what you ate was meatloaf.
Oh, God.
With a ketchup layer.
Oh, I hate ketchup.
Mashed potatoes, you ate the gravy part.
Hey!
But you ate it all together and you didn't know what it was.
No.
You have the peas and carrots in your hand. This is a Jell-O deviled egg. It's the last thing.
I love deviled eggs normally. Honestly,
this
that makes sense now. That makes sense.
This is the last thing you ate.
That's a weird...
You couldn't figure it out.
We have strayed so far from God.
You can't season your chicken anymore. Oh, fuck. Not naked chicken. Naked chicken. Fuck.
Anyways, nice to meet you.
Hi.
So this is your interpretation of the Powerpuff Girls. Will you please explain that to me?
Yes, I interpret it as a real-life Powerpuff Girls, where if you watch in this show, the professor tries to make daughters, but he decides to do it his way, which is sugar and spice and everything nice, until he brings over chemical X. In the show, they turn...
I've taken X.
Okay, give me... So anyway, this is if a scientist were to actually fuck up a science experiment with daughters. So I made it as close as I could with their actual... Why are you doing that?
Talk about art.
I made it as close as I could with the cartoon, with the big heads, big eyes, small little frail bodies.
White power. Not white power. Never white power. Never white power.
Can you say that again?
Never white power.
Oh, why Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
Honestly, it was just my friend brought it up, and I thought it was a really good idea to run with. And I liked watching them as a kid, and I think a lot of people love watching the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, we keep having resurgences of Powerpuff Girls, even though it sucks. But like, it's always been a great show.
What about your upbringing? What about your experience with your parents, your family, your life, your community gave you an interest in communicating the macabre?
So, one thing, I'm from Ohio. I grew up equidistant between Cleveland and Akron. Ohio itself is so fucked up. But they both have their major issues, and I grew up with that shit. Weirdly, there's something super gothic about Ohio itself. So as far as like my art, like my mom will always say, why don't you do anything super pretty? Like why can't you do anything pretty for me? And I would love to, but at the same time, my art is an expression of myself, which is not normal, not pretty, and not in a conventional way. I like beauty in unconventional ways.
If a person, and let's say specifically a woman from Ohio, from similar circumstances, had been caught wind of your work and had been inspired and been looking at you and said, maybe I'm not going to Chicago, maybe I'm wherever, I'm going somewhere. I want to do more with what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling, and how I need to escape. How you also felt with Ohio, what advice would you give them?
That you're seen.
Kelsey, welcome back to Hair of the Dog, the interview talk show where we learn to hate our lives. I was once told that you are an artist. Mm-hmm. Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I hate myself.
Me too. So I want you to describe very briefly, because I talked about it a lot last night, what kind of artist do you want?
I'm an escape artist.
Do you have an escape room?
Nope.
So then when are you escaping?
Reality. You know we have two microphones, right?
I'm used to doing this. I forgot. Yeah.
Shoving it in my face.
What would you say you would imagine the future for your art career?
You know what? I remember why I can't speak.
No.
Because I didn't do a shot of Malort yet. Oh God, I feel great. Try.
Oh God, no.
No? All right, I'll do one for you. Did you go to school for your art, or are you self-taught?
I did not go to art school per se. I didn't go to college, but I was classically trained. But since graduating high school, basically, I have been self-teaching myself.
How would you classify your style of art? Softcore nightmare?
Yeah, I like that.
Well done, James. Nailed it. How do you feel about the current state of art? I feel like art is challenging now because everything happens really fast. Everyone doesn't have an attention span anymore. Like, if you're not relevant every 5 fucking seconds, people forget you and they move on. Or they literally would just get mad at you and yell at you on the internet. Are you intimidated, scared, stressed about the current state of how art is appreciated?
Yes, I am a little scared only because social media just kind of ruined a lot of that stuff. And of course, it's the only way to promote art these days. You could still do like the galleries and do the art shows and whatever, the outdoor art festivals and stuff. But It's all mainly the social media. When the pandemic happened and I realized I was going to have to do everything 100% online, I really struggled with that because I just don't make artwork that you could just easily turn into content and just throw it on the internet. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into making content for art. Like it's not just, you can't just paint. Now you have to add cameras and recording things and then like after it's done, then you still have to edit things and post it, and you have to post it at a certain time, and it's just all kind of fucking bullshit. And of course you could put stuff out there, and I know that in the past I used to have just random people find me and attack me for no reason, and I wasn't even like really posting anything.
Like what kinds of attacks?
Like stalking me online.
Oh, well, creepy men will be creepy men.
Well,
anyway,
yeah. But just like find me on my profiles just to message me and like berate me or whatever. It's just like, why are you here, man? And like literally don't know who this person is or how he found my art page that I never posted on. But like stuff like that. And then of course, if you do post something provoking or whatever, of course we all know that like, you know, bad press or bad press is good press. Basically, what's that? How's that go?
Yeah, no, nothing is bad.
But no, it's like, so yeah, if it creates an uproar and everything like that, then great, you're getting your stuff seen, but it also can leave you to being canceled and all this stuff. And maybe with the way that things are right now, people are just canceling over the tiniest things and don't understand that art is supposed to be provoking. And I'm glad that lately we've been going against trigger warnings, because trigger warnings are fucking bullshit. But the reason why we had them in the first place.
Oh, we forgot. Trigger warning. This show is stupid. Continue. I forgot. That was really late.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the whole reason why they even started doing trigger warnings is because people couldn't handle certain things and creating, you know, bullshit and drama over stupid shit.
Do you think trigger warnings are more because people actually care about warning people, or because they want to act holier than thou
entitled.
And get ahead? Oh, right. There we go.
They're entitled.
Get fucked. Did growing up in Cleveland influence your artistic style?
Once my mom saw that I was really into art, into art and everything, she started taking me to art museums all the time. And Cleveland Art Museum is like a second home to me. Whenever I come home, even though I've been there so many times, I still go there to look at all the paintings that inspired me as a child. So it's like, yeah, the Cleveland Art Museum, and even at one point the Akron Art Museum. The artwork, the weird stuff that's in that one did inspire me to keep going, to do. It's like, oh, I want to do this kind of stuff, that it's not just, you know, art is just like, oh, just pretty landscapes. Like, no, we could do some really weird shit.
Going in a completely different fucking direction. This card gave me PTSD. Why do you make Jell-O that tortures people? Is that the point, or do you normally make good Jell-O?
No, I want
really?
The bad stuff. Okay, so I do have a plan for doing a good Jell-O thing, but that's going to be later.
Is this an art project, this Jell-O thing?
It's my passion project.
Is this a performance art piece that you make everyone else commit to?
Yeah. No, actually, I don't have to make anybody. They all volunteer.
It's true. Yeah,
Fucking.
I have 3 of the volunteers in this room right now. But yeah, no, the Jell-O thing, it was literally, mid-century cookbooks for some reason. I think we already answered this earlier, whatever.
Man, I don't remember half the shit I say on this show.
But no,
to James's chagrin.
They were making Jell-O and everything, putting food in Jell-O that should never be Jell-O, like Jell-O salads and stuff. And I'm like, well, let's make it worse. And
it was already bad.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so let's just make it worse, and let's be weird with it, like, you know. And I'm like, I would just really love to have my friends eat this, and then the goal is to make somebody puke. It was almost you last night.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, I just want also, like, you know, I like trying to make the stuff look like it came out of old magazines or old recipe cards or old cookbooks and stuff. So making it just look like, oh, this was something that you could find in a cookbook in the 70s or whatever. Or I made one that for some reason the way I was taking a picture reminded me of a a 90s advertisement.
Thank you for coming out on the show. You've.
Are we done?
Well,
you out of cards?
I'm wrapping it.
Oh.
James is gonna murder me if I keep talking to you.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
No, welcome back. Welcome to, welcome from, welcome away, and thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for talking about art. Thank you for farting. Thank you for smoking.
Yeah.
And this was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did. And thank you for having me. This is actually going to be the, since I don't really post like videos of myself, this might be the way that all of my people actually get to know me.
Here it is.
This is gonna be.
Here's the face, the mind, the body of the genius that is Kelsey.
It's me.
Don't eat Jell-O. Ever.
No, eat it.
Fuck Billy Idol.
Discover.